One of the things I always laugh about is how some men get upset about the way the rest of us men are reacting to today's modern women. How men have listened to what today's modern women have said, and continue to say, I might add, and now are giving those women exactly what they asked for. Exactly what they demanded, actually. Now look, I get it. Most of these men, most of them have been raised by single mothers and grew up without a dad in their lives, or any other man for that matter. So they learned how men are supposed to think and feel from women, not other men. And I don't blame them for it, actually. I mean, how can we blame them for thinking that way when all they've had is women around to influence them? Which is why I say it's up to the rest of us to educate these men so that they have a better understanding of what it means to be a man and how to navigate today's society, especially with regard to women. For example,
there's a viral video going around of American men and Russian men being asked if they would provide for their wives. Every single American man said no. They said they wanted to go 50-50.
Right, because that's what women wanted. And I'm not sure why that upsets you or even surprises you, bro, because, as I said, women have demanded that for decades now. You know, the whole, we want to be treated as equals. We want to be treated exactly the same as men. Well, now men are doing just that. So what's the freaking problem?
One even said, she's an adult, she can provide for herself.
Exactly, and why would we say that? Because that's what women have drilled into us men for years now. You know, the whole, I'm strong and independent and don't need no man to take care of me mantra. Are you saying that's not true? Because it kind of sounds like you are.
They all mocked the idea of providing for their wives. Every single Russian man said yes. They were dumbfounded at the question, actually.
Huh, and why might that be, What's something that has been dominating American culture for decades now? To the point it's completely taken it over, while in Russia, it's never even been heard of, let alone had any effect. What is it? Oh, hold on a minute. I'll get it. Right. Feminism. So if your argument is that things are better for women in Russia rather than the U.S., I guess you're also arguing that feminism isn't such a good thing.
One said, it's my wife, of course. They weren't like, well, it's 50-50. What's she bringing to the table? She can get a job.
Oh my. Okay, look, little bro. I get it. You've probably been raised to think that women don't need to bring anything to the table because, well, they are the table, right? Except they're not. Not even close. And as I've already said, women wanted equality, and now they've got it. But you, like those women, seem to think that that's a bad thing. I mean, it doesn't make much sense, but to each his own.
No, they recognize the value and privilege of just having a woman in their life.
Value and privilege? What value and privilege? Give me one, just one value that today's modern women provide for men. Give me one thing, just one, that men should feel privileged that women are giving to them. Go ahead, I'll wait. Though let's be honest, it's going to be a long wait, because there aren't any these days.
We hear a lot of complaints from American men about modern women and how they aren't feminine, but they're not even functioning as providers and protectors. They want women to be their roommates who pay half the bills, provide a maid service for their dusty apartment, and are their bedroom buddy.
Well, yeah, because that's what women give to men. Not just today, but for decades now. And now y'all are upset that men are returning the favor? Giving to women exactly what women have given to men? I mean, I know I keep repeating myself here, but I thought we were all about equality. Apparently not.
When these men try to go find wives overseas, the women are always like, I'm not coming back to help you pay bills and lay down with you. Are you crazy?
Something tells me you've never spoken to an overseas woman in your entire life. But I digress. And let's be honest. More and more men, aka the passport bros, are doing just that. They're going overseas. They found that American women, as you yourself have said it, don't bring anything to the table. Don't think they even need to. So yeah, men are either just walking away or going overseas. And guess what? They're finding out that they're one hell of a lot happier no matter which of those routes they choose to go.
See, these men want women to be feminine, but they have her out in her masculine all day doing more of the heavy lifting and providing than they do.
Oh, good Lord. Look, bro, you keep talking about how it's wrong to expect women to do things like, as you said, the heavy lifting. I mean, the math ain't mathin' here. On one hand, y'all keep saying that women can do anything men can do, while on the other, y'all keep getting upset when women are expected to do the very same things that men do. I just gotta ask, bro, what is in that coffee you're drinking that makes you think that way and that it's okay to? Either you're saying women can't do what men can do, and thus men should be expected to do it, or you're saying you have complete double standards, and while women can do those things, we shouldn't expect them to because, God forbid, they might break a nail. Even Superman couldn't make those leaps in logic.
There's no benefit to you, sweetie. If a man wants a relationship with a woman, he needs to step up instead of expecting her to become half a man because he lacks manhood.
Well, I gotta be honest, and with all due respect, I'm not sure why you think you're such an expert on what constitutes manhood, but okay. And yes, that whole argument that you're making that if men treat women as equals, just as women demanded they be treated, that he then lacks manhood? Well, child, please. While you may have drunk that Kool-Aid, men, real men, aren't going to put up with it. You don't get to have your low-fat, double-pump mocha latte with a little sprinkle of cinnamon on it and drink it too. The days of women using men are done. The days of men sacrificing themselves on the altar of womanhood are over. It wasn't men who killed it. It was women. They made their bed, and now they're going to get to lie in it. Alone. But hey, the good news is, if you truly believe all those things you're spouting, you're perfectly free to act and behave that way. Of course, contrary to what your mother probably taught you, most women are completely repulsed by men who cater to them and cower before them like that. Oh, they'll take advantage of you. They'll string you along and take you for everything you have and then toss you aside for Chad down the road the first chance they get. But if that's what you want to do, who are we to judge? By all means, go right ahead. But don't expect the rest of us to fall for it.